If you want to get in contact with me, the best way to do it is on Instagram. If you just want to say what up, if you want to tell me you love my videos, if you want to tell me you love my beard, the best way to do it is on Instagram. Peace, y'all. Jonny Fastlane here. So, Meg Thee Stallion drops a hot girl summer playlist, and then Future drops a hot boy summer playlist. Soulja Boy is a changed man, and Adidas has a pop-up shop in New York City, and things get kind of crazy. Let's talk hip-hop. Alright, y'all. So this is mad funny, right? Because like all summer, right? You got the city boys versus the city girls, right? And then you got the city girls, they be posting up these pictures, thirst traps and everything on Instagram and Twitter, talking about hot girl summer. I mean, even Jada Pinkett jumped in, right? But then you had Blueface, you know, scoring one for the city boys when he had candy and lollipop tattoo, a Blueface tattoo on their hand, right? But then, you know, city boys be taking L's with Steph Curry, constantly defending Aisha Curry, and she's a super city girl, but she just can't do the Millie Rock. You know what I'm saying? Her Millie Rock ain't sturdy at all. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? Like, everything is cool or whatever, but lately, you know, within the last 2 days, Meg Thee Stallion and Future both dropped their playlists for Hot Girl Summer and Hot Boy Summer, right? So Meg Thee Stallion drops her playlist, right? And it's got like probably like 65 songs on it, right? And I must say, it's a kind of a dope playlist, right? So of course she got Cash with her and DaBaby on there, the London with J. Cole and Travis Scott on there, she got Big Mama Thing, she got Little Kim on there, she got the City Girls Act Up, come on, you know, Hot Girl Summer gotta have that on their playlist. She got a song by YG on there, she got Simon Says, which is her song with Juicy J, she got a song with Moneybagg Yo and Gunna called Dior, 21 Savage, Can't Live Without Me. Hungry Hippo, Tierra Whack is on her playlist. She got Nicki Minaj on her playlist, Good Form. She got Cardi B, Bickenhead on here. Big Old Freak by herself, Meg Thee Stallion. She got a song with SZA on here called Broken Clocks. Sex With Me with Rihanna. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, Meg Thee Stallion's Hot Girl Summer playlist is pretty dope, right? This is on Spotify that they dropped this, right? So I'm like, okay, yo, like Meg Thee Stallion got some joints on here, you know what I'm saying? My Type by Saweetie, Smack a Bitch by Rico Nasty, Big Papa, but Notorious B.I.G. Like, she got Chris Brown and Drake on here, No Guidance. Like, she got some joints on her playlist, you know what I'm saying? So it's dope, right? So Future seen that she dropped the playlist, and he's like, oh no, oh hell nah, you know, I gotta drop a playlist for the city boys, right? So then Future responds and drops his playlist, right? So Meg Thee Stallion, her playlist is like 65 songs, and then Future's playlist is 50 songs, right? And Future's playlist is a little different and a little bit more trap sounding, but they do have some of the same songs on here, right? And so the London, Future has on his playlist too, just like he has, just like Meg Thee Stallion has. But also, Future put a Meg Thee Stallion song on here with her and DaBaby, right? He also has No Guidance with Drake and Chris Brown on here as well. But then he has You Stay with DJ Khaled and Meek Mill, Purple Emoji, Ty Dolla $ign and J. Cole, Please Tell Me by Future, Zoe Dollars and Future, Devil in My Bed, Suge by DaBaby, Go Loco with Tyga and YG, Cash App with Doughboy, Key Glock and Tay Keith, PNB Rock and Little Skies is on here with I Like Girls, Little Uzi Vert's on here, Lil Nas is on here, Gunna is on here with Baby Barkini, Chris Brown and Gunna with Heat, Shotgun with Future, Money in the Grave with Drake and Rick Ross. So you know what I'm saying? Like, Future's playlist is dope too, but come on, like, you know, I gotta rep for the city boys, and you know, Future's playlist is dope, but I think that, you know, Meg Thee Stallion's playlist is a little bit better, you know what I'm saying? And the reason why is because she got like Biggie on there, she got Lil Kim on there too. I like how she got Cardi B and Nicki on her playlist. She got the City Girls on there, and then Future got a lot of the same songs that Meg Thee Stallion has anyway, and then Meg Thee Stallion just has more songs on her playlist, so it's dope. But y'all should check it out. Go on Spotify, listen to Future's Hot Boy playlist, listen to Meg Thee Stallion's Hot Girl playlist, and then let me know what y'all think about it in the comments. Alright, so Soulja Boy was supposed to like do 5 months in jail, right? He got locked up a couple months ago for probation violation. Bottom line is they found some ammunition in his house. He's not supposed to be around guns or ammunition. And then they arrested him and they put him in jail, right? They didn't even give him bail or anything like that. And he was supposed to be in jail probably until about October time, like around Halloween, right? But they let him out early. Why? Because he's Soulja Boy. He's a millionaire and he's no threat to society. You know what I'm saying? They said they let him out early though because of good behavior and overcrowding in the jail. But I'm sure if there was somebody in there that killed 10 people, they wouldn't have let him out for overcrowding or, you know what I'm saying? It's Soulja Boy. So anyway, during the time that Soulja Boy was locked up though, his house got broken into, right? And they stole like $500,000 worth of jewelry, a little bit of cash. They basically broke into his safe. They also managed to steal one of his cell phones, right? On that cell phone, he was logged into Instagram. So then the people that sold his cell phone actually went live from Soulja Boy's account and they were like, you are locked up. You are in jail. I mean, it was funny as hell, right? And then Soulja Boy was like, I think it was an inside job. I think it was probably like one of my friends or one of my homeboys who broke into the thing or whatever like that, right? So now Soulja Boy's out of jail and he's kind of trying to get acclimated back into society, right? And he wasn't, you know, locked up in prison for like years or anything like that, but still it's a little bit of change, right? Because he hasn't been out here for a couple of months, right? So one of the first things that he's doing and saying is that he's changing a lot, right? So he's cutting off a lot of people that were in his inner circle, a lot of people that were bad influences to him. He, like I said, thinks that the whole situation where his house got broken into was an inside job. He thinks it was one of his friends or one of his frenemies, right? So he's cutting off a lot of his peoples and just kind of really trying to tighten up his circle and, you know, move forward in a positive situation, right? And that's cool, man. I mean, that's ideal. That's what you should do. It shouldn't take jail for you to do that, but jail also should make somebody tighten up a little bit and say, I gotta live my life a different way because I'm not trying to be locked up again. So sometimes jail can be like a rehabilitation, just like Boosie said in an interview on Vlad TV like years back. He was like, yo, I'm gonna be honest with you, I was different when I came out of jail from when I went into jail, and it kind of helped me get my mind right. Boosie said that, right? And he also pointed out the fact that when Gucci Mane went into jail versus when Gucci Mane came out of jail, it seems like Gucci Mane was a lot better when he came out. He managed to kick the lean habit, he managed to get in shape, he managed to sit down and think about stuff and get his mind right and realize that he don't want to mess up his paper. You know what I'm saying? That's what Boosie said. And I think it's something like that, the same thing with Soulja Boy. Even though Soulja Boy didn't do, you know, years in jail like Boosie did, even though Soulja Boy wasn't sitting on death row like Boosie, even though he didn't do 3 years in prison like Gucci Mane did, he did 3 months in county jail, but being locked up is still being locked up, right? Where you don't have your freedom, where you can't just hop in the whip and go to a McDonald's drive-thru if you wanted to. Not saying that, you know, McDonald's is healthy or anything like that, but you get my point. Just your freedom to like move around if you wanted to, right? Soulja Boy, it seems like he's learning his lesson, but also Soulja Boy is not out here like, yo, and acting all super gangster. So I think it's just a couple small things that he has to adjust, and just pretty much keep like a lot of people and leeches away from him. If he's able to do that, which it seems like he's gonna attempt to do that, then Soulja Boy will be good. You know what I'm saying? Get this money. Chill with the beef and get some chicken instead. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. Alright, so the other day, Adidas announced, well no, Arizona Iced Tea actually announced on their Instagram that they're doing a collaboration with Adidas, right? And this is gonna be fire because it's like, yo, Arizona Iced Tea with the Adidas, with the Adidas sneakers, with the Arizona, like, you know, I seen like a bunch of pictures and stuff like on Google. I'm like, yo, these are fire, right? And they're coming out with clothing, merchandise, everything, hats, t-shirts, everything, and this fire is dope, right? With like the little trees on it, and it just looks like cool, you know what I'm saying? And here's the thing though, they were gonna do a pop-up shop in New York with the announcement, and Arizona Iced Tea came out like years ago, like in the 80s, and ever since then, you know, a bottle of Arizona Iced Tea has been $1, you know what I'm saying? Just 99 cents. Like if you go down, and that's with inflation, I don't care, like the 80s, the 90s, the early 2000s, it's 2019. I can go downstairs to the bodega right now, right? right? And go buy Arizona iced tea and it's still going to be $1. Like, it didn't go up a little bit. It's not $1.25. It's not $1.50. None of that. It's still $1, which is cool because I think Arizona is the only company that hasn't gone up on their stuff, even if it's just a penny, right? So like part of their staple is we stay in $1 forever, right? And I don't know how they make money, but that's their business model. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so then they announced a pop-up shop in New York, right? With the Adidas and the collaboration for Arizona. And guess what? They're selling the sneakers, literally a pair of sneakers for $1, okay? So people started lining up outside of New York, outside of the pop-up shop for hours. And I mean, there were people there like days before the pop-up shop even opened so that they could try to get some sneakers, right? It was pouring rain. It was a heat wave. I mean, it was crazy right here in New York, and there were people all the way lined up around the block and blocks and blocks and blocks trying to get these sneakers for $1, right? I think that they opened a pop-up shop and somebody threw a bottle and hit some girl in the face, and then New York City, the police promptly shut it down. And I'm talking about like only probably like 5 pairs were sold, which means that they made $5 and then they shut it down. But those 5 pairs that were sold are now online being resold like on StockX for like $150, $200, which is crazy because they really and literally got it only for $1, right? And then everybody else didn't get anything, right? So the people that were there waiting in the hot and in the rain and, you know, just taking off of work and everything like that got nothing but a Metro card back home, right? So Adidas puts out a statement and they say, we appreciate all the love and support for our collaboration. This is not Adidas. This is Arizona that put out the statement, right? So they say, we appreciate all the love and support for our collaboration with Adidas Original. And as you know, public safety concerns ultimately ended our pop-up shop before many of our fans had a chance to experience it. In effort to express our appreciation for your enthusiasm and patience, we've worked with Adidas to offer an online giveaway, now open until midnight, right? And then they said they're defining the New York metropolitan area as New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, and Pennsylvania. So they're in works with Adidas to do something else in the New York area that's not in the dead center of New York in Manhattan, right? So they probably gonna go to like Connecticut and do it. They might go to like somewhere in New Jersey, somewhere where people are a little bit more cool. But to do that like dead in the center of Manhattan where everything is going on is obviously gonna cause a problem. You got people from Brooklyn, people from Harlem, people from the Bronx, from Queens, from Staten Island, like everybody coming out, and people from Jersey coming out, and probably people from Connecticut coming out too. So I think they're gonna just do it a little bit over there where at least the hooligans can't get to it as easy as hopping on the Q train or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But it's dope. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Make sure y'all hit me at Jonny Fastlane on Instagram. Y'all already know what to do. Peace.